This is KCBD News Channel 11 at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Christy is in for Karen, who will be back with us tonight at 10.
New funding is secure for the future of the Ports to Plains corridor after President Biden signed this year's federal budget. That money will help fund 3 projects throughout the South Plains.
KCBD News Channel 11's Joshua Ramirez joins us in the studio with what's new on the road that will connect the country. Joshua?
Well, Christy and Abner, those federal dollars are crucial in bringing the Ports to Plains corridor from concept to construction. The grants will fund performance of multiple studies throughout Congressional District 19. Chairman of the Ports to Plains Alliance, John Osborne, says it's the next step in making the corridor a reality.
Without those planning dollars, you can't ever get to the construction side.
Those funds now available after President Biden signed the 2023 Omnibus Appropriations Bill at the end of December. In addition to the $1.6 million federal dollars Lubbock Congressman Jody Arrington asked for, TxDOT will add another $400,000 in funding. That'll foot the bill for project feasibility, preliminary design, and environmental studies.
That $2 million will actually go to help fund as much of those studies as is possible.
Once those studies are completed, the project can go into the Unified Transportation Plan to determine when construction can begin.
The fact that we've got planning dollars coming into the Ports to Plains corridor is really important to help TxDOT fast track those projects into the UTP plan.
These projects already benefiting the hub city, but Osborne says the city of Lubbock will continue to benefit for decades to come.
We'll also see that over the course of the next 50 and 100 years, the opportunity to continue to grow and to expand our city because of that trade route being opened up.
Now, 2 other federal grants worth $4 million were approved in the omnibus, along with another $1 million from TxDOT to help fund construction related to Loop 88. The first will bring part of FM 1585 from Avenue U, which you can see here, to just east of Highway 87 up to interstate standards, while the second will eventually connect Highway 87 to Loop 88 and convert 2 miles of the highway, which you can see here, also to interstate standards as well. Christy and Abner.
Okay, thanks so much, Joshua.